Just a chill guy did more than just chilling. It went up by more than 1000% this week alone. The question is, can this rally last longer? Let's have a look at some fundamentals. Let's have a look at the on-chain data. Who's buying, who's selling here? Let's look beyond the price action to figure out if this is still a good investment. Now here are the top meme coins ordered by the performance in the last week. And at number one, we've got Just a Chill Guy with 1190% return. Now I publish videos on meme coins regularly on this channel, and of course I also discussed Just a Chill Guy quite early. So here's that video published roughly a week ago. It outperformed the average video. It still gets traffic, and that's why I do an update. That video was published when we were still at 20 cents. Since then we went up by 145%. But how much higher can we go? Let's do the thing I like to do with pretty much any video on this channel. Let's look at the on-chain data. Let's see who's buying and selling here. On the left side we see the number of first-time traders in purple and the number of recurring traders in orange. And ideally, we want to see more first-time traders than recurring traders on any given day. Now we are seeing somewhat of a slowdown. Still, the number of first-time traders is exceeding the number of recurring traders, but there is a slowdown in activity. We also see that slowdown on the right. That's the number of token transactions. So the first-time traders peaked on the 20th of November. The number of token transactions peaked one day after that on the 21st of November. Now, I think it's always important to figure out who's actually driving the price action right now. Is this small retail that's purchasing more and more tokens? Are there thousands of new people getting in? Or are there a few whales that have very deep pockets that buy up everything? Now, when it's the latter, the question is, who are those whales, right? Who are those deep pockets that are buying up? Is this just private investors, or is this potentially centralized exchanges that use the tokens for market making? Now, here's the trading volume over time. On the left side, just in US dollars. On the right side, normalized to 100% per day. And now we can also segment the different wallet cohorts. So again, we see our peak in attention on the 21st of November. But what is interesting is how recently, especially today, we see a lot of whales buying the token. Now, whales are wallets that have more than $100,000 worth of the token. Large retail is from 10,000 to 100, medium is from 1,000 to 10,000, and small is everything below $1,000 worth of the token. And so it's interesting how the whales are buying, and it's interesting how over time small retail tends to make up less and less of trading volume. The number of holders didn't change much. We stabilized on a high level. That's true for small retail, medium-sized retail, but also for the large whales. And here for those charts, the cutoffs are done slightly differently. So now we're not looking at US dollar cutoffs, but at number of token cutoffs. So it's 2,000 tokens on the left, 20,000 tokens in the middle, and 200,000 tokens on the right. So at the current price, it's roughly $1,000, $10,000, $100,000 worth of the token. And so it appears as if the very large wallets, the whales, are now buying in. Their growth is the strongest in the last days. It went from 150 million to more than 300 million in a matter of a few days. Small retail increased their holding only by roughly 10 to 20%. And so who are those whales? I believe it's centralized exchanges. I believe it's market makers. So we've got the new listing of Chillguy on Bybit. And even though we still see most trading volume happening on chain, on Radium, we now also see a lot of trading volume happening through the perpetual futures market on Bybit, on MEXC, on BitGet. And so this is long-term how the game is probably going to play out. As there's a lot of volatility in the price, those derivative futures make a lot of money. But at the same time, if at some point the majority of people are rather bearish on the token, then the token might shoot up even further. So usually what happens is the centralized exchanges buy more and more of the token. And once they've got the token, they tend to manipulate the price very aggressively up and down. And they try to induce derivative trading from these movements. So what's happening is that on the one side, they can influence the price with all of that holding, but on the other side, they also offer bets on the price. It's kind of like if you were to offer a sports bet on a football match, but at the same time, you also bought the referee, right? You can say how the game will end, but at the same time, you offer bets on that game. And that's how you make money as a centralized exchange with those derivative futures. But let's park this all aside. Let's have a look at how much upside there is now for Chillguy. Again, in the last week, we made more than 1,000% return. So that's a 13x over here. Currently, the market cap is at 524 million. So before that rally started, Chillguy's market cap was only at 40 million. So probably the next rocket is not necessarily in the hundreds of millions, it's rather in the tens of millions. Just have a look at all of those other outperformers, right? Their market caps isn't huge. And have a look at the larger market caps, right? This is all the Pump.fun ecosystem. Yes, just a Chillguy is very, very high with its return in the last 7 days, but most of those larger caps actually did not do that well. Now, the crypto market as a whole is currently expanding very, very quickly. And I like to look at the stablecoin market cap to determine whether or not we are currently in a bull market or in a bear market. And that is the chart we see over here. Sometimes we see the stablecoin market cap going up, sometimes we see it going down. And the reason why I like this chart so much is because it has very little volatility, right? It doesn't go erratically up and down like the Bitcoin price or like the Dogecoin price. It has very clear trends. What happened over here was the DeFi collapse of the Anchor protocol, right? So this is when Terra Luna went bust. This is when the UST stablecoin depegged. This is when a lot of people withdrew money from crypto. It started a whole bear market, and during that bear market, Bitcoin went from 69k all the way down to 16k, and also FTX collapsed during that bear market. Since October of last year, we see an expansion of the stablecoin market cap again, and that expansion is recently accelerating. Now, the reason why this chart is so useful is not just because we can see clearly the trend where currently the crypto market is at. What's also nice about it is that we can deterministically say that currently money is flowing into crypto, as in traditional finance, the traditional finance world is moving fiat into the crypto space. Because whenever this is going up, this means that you send, for example, your US dollars to Binance, and Binance then sends this to a custodian of stablecoins, let's say Tether. Tether then takes custody of your money, right? It puts it in some kind of bank account or in some kind of bonds, and then mints the tokens on the blockchain. And we can see the Tether minting here in this chart. And so the exact opposite happens when this is going down. This is when you withdraw your fiat currency from Binance. And so I think there's roughly 177 billion reasons to believe that the price of crypto is likely going to continue to rise from here, all of crypto. And so this is what I mean with all of crypto, right? Crypto is highly correlated to one another. When Bitcoin goes up, then all the altcoins go up as well, but they don't go up to the same degree. Here are the top 100 altcoins in the last 7 days ordered by their performance. And the best performer was Stellar with a bit over 100%. But have a look at this. This is the best performing meme coins in the last 7 days. And we've got Chillguy with more than 3000% in the last 7 days. We talked about Chillguy several times on this channel, but we also talked about the GOAT token several times on this channel when it was still very, very cheap. Now, GOAT is the largest of the meme coins on the Solana blockchain that had been launched with Pump.fun. So Pump.fun is the launchpad of meme coins on Solana. There's a lot of trading happening over there, and GOAT has the largest market cap. Now, I made a video on GOAT when it was still at 24 cents. That was on the 16th of October. Subsequently, the price went up by more than 500%. Now recently it came down again a bit. And so I tried to find tokens that currently have positive momentum, that still have a lot of upside potential. Tokens that can still do the 3, 4, 5x's that are probably not possible anymore with the larger tokens. So if you're interested in being early in those kind of bets, then feel free to subscribe to this channel, right? I publish videos regularly here. Now, how did I find out about the GOAT token, for example, that early? The answer is wallet tracking. Have a look at this. Influencer Kyle Chessy bought the GOAT token already at 14 cents. So that was over here. Subsequently, the price went up by more than 800%. Now, what is wallet tracking? The blockchain is completely transparent, right? We can see who's buying, who's selling. The only difficult part is to find out what are the wallets that are important, who owns what kind of wallets actually make money. And so here is Kyle Chessy. He's got more than 130,000 subscribers. He's the person that bought GOAT early. And so through on-chain analytics, we found 12 of his wallets. We always get a signal when he's buying or selling something. Or have a look at this alert from today. Bankless bought the Clanker token for $53. Since then, the price went up by 57%. Again, that's in a matter of a few hours. And have a look at this below, right? This is the on-chain analytics that one of our moderators performed on the token. Here's the Bankless channel. They've got almost 250,000 subscribers. And of course, when they talk about a token, this generates a lot of attention, and attention then means purchases, and purchases mean a rising price. We only have 2 of Bankless's wallets, but we try to find more. Again, we use on-chain analytics, and we have our people in the chats that use various methods to find wallets of people that move markets. I want to share one more trade, and it's probably the most impressive of the trades because it turns a micro cap into a pretty large pump and dump. This was on November 23rd. The Martini guy bought the Moon token on Pump.fun, right? We already talked about Pump.fun, and he did this at a price of 4012. This is how that developed. Once it got traded on Radium, it went up by more than 1000%. Now it's at 4034. So even after the dump, we are still up by roughly 3x. That's how early those kind of signals are. Here is the Martini guy. He's got 150,000 subscribers roughly. And here are the wallets that we track by this guy, 12 in total. We now have exactly 500 wallets in our tracking. So it's not just the 3 influencers that I just mentioned, we've got way more. And so this is, I believe, the real way to make money in crypto, right? You want to know things that most people don't know. How else can you buy lower than others and sell higher than others if you don't have a market edge, if you don't know more than others? It's better to be very closely to the people that buy early and then potentially sell when all the masses come. And so I like this strategy so much that I made a dedicated tutorial section just on this topic. It is 8 videos in total. It's about how to find influencer wallets. It's how to set up the tracking for the influencer wallets, and it's also how to interpret the signals that we get from the tracking. It's all part of the premium membership of this channel. It's down below, thebitcoinstrader.com. Premium is not just about wallet tracking, it's also about on-chain analytics. It's also about risk mitigation, portfolio diversification. It's also about the backtesting. There's more than 100 tutorial videos in total in premium. And so once we've got a signal, we of course also have to discuss when should we buy, when should we sell, what are the current on-chain analytics, etc. That's why we've got dedicated chats on the individual altcoins as well. So feel free to check it out. It's currently $125 per month. The price will increase next week, so you can lock in still this old price and keep that old price. There's also a 1-week money back guarantee. So in case you do not like premium, just message me within the first week and I refund you 100%. There's really 0 risk for you. And so does it still make sense to buy the Chillguy token? Maybe. There is still positive momentum and there is accumulation by the centralized exchanges. That being said, I do believe that most upside is not necessarily in the larger meme coins or in the larger altcoins in general. I believe the real best risk versus reward is in the smaller tokens, especially when we've got a market edge, especially if we know more than the rest of the market. If you got some value out of this video, feel free to subscribe. I publish videos regularly. A like would be very much appreciated as well. It helps the channel grow. See you in the next video or see you in premium. Cheers.